Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I had to share this with you. I'm taking a massive tech part, that's what I call it, from Twin Falls to Nampa. That'll get me closer to Boise where my garage is. I need to check in on my garage. This particular delivery job is my first heavy load. I mean, it makes my truck, which is massive, look tiny. Look at that. So it's huge. There's a few issues. One, can my truck handle it? Is it equipped? And I think I've almost maxed out, upgraded my truck as much as I can at this point. So we'll see. Luckily, it's fairly flat. There's a few hills that I can think of around King Hill. Oh, there's just a few spots that might be a problem. So I don't know. Secondly, I have to follow the rules as far as following my lead cars. As a matter of fact, I don't know where they are. Maybe they're out there waiting for me on the road. So there are certain rules, and they gave me kind of an overview real quick, even like how to do lane changes. If I don't do it right, I fail the mission. So we're going to give it a shot. This thing is massive. It's either the biggest Christmas present ever that's going to go under a huge tree, or it's, like they say, some kind of tech part. Oof. My truck's going to be... okay, I've got escorts. Okay, so I'm going right. I thought I was going left, but I've got police escorts. I was thinking that truck was my escort, but... All right. So this will be interesting. I need to be super careful. This thing is massive. The trailer is massive. Everything about it is making me nervous. But it's a new challenge, which I think will be fun. And man, it takes up... I'm going to put myself in the lane and see what it takes up. So if I put my tires on the right fog line, it is right where it needs to be in the middle. So that's pretty much where... Wow. So I'm going to have to be a little careful. If there are cars coming the other way, that's where I have to be. But this might also take out signs and things right on the road. Maybe. So, okay. So we are in Twin Falls, 35 miles an hour. It's going to bump up. No, it's not. It's 35. Population 44,000. So this should be interesting. It is only a paycheck, $11,000. For what it is, I mean, maybe that's realistic, but it just seems like for something so probably valuable and such a tricky delivery, you think this would pay more than delivering some. I mean, this pays less than delivering like 3 semi-trucks, which is a no-brainer. So that seems interesting to me. Oh, come on now. I got to remember. Now, if all I have to do is follow that guy the whole way, I'm good. I am a little worried about the lane changes, but I think all I have to do is wait. There was like a sequence of do I get to run red lights? Ooh, I do. That's cool. So we got police at every intersection, so I don't have to stop, which is awesome. I don't see police cars at this one, however. Let's see what happens. Turn green anyway. Okay. So there's a sequence that I have to follow. But I think as long as I follow this lead guy, I should be fine. Nice to be... Hey, come on, white truck. It's nice to be able to just go through the lights. So it is a 3-hour job. Okay, we are going left here. So far, I don't think it'll be a problem, but this thing is just so big. It's massive. Oh, things like that. I don't want to pop off the fire. What do you call that? Fire hydrant. There we go. So I am right in the middle, pretty much. Okay. All right. So I still need to pay attention to the police officer as well as my GPS. Pretty sure what we're doing is just running over to the freeway so we can just make a fairly straight trip from here to Nampa. Okay, we're going across the bridge with this big bad boy. Yep. Okay, we are. So, okay, now I know where I'm at. We're just going to go across the Perrine Bridge, do the little loop to get on the freeway, and then Nampa 3 hours later. So, yep, that's the plan. Now, why did I have to stop? Oh, because there's a car in front of me? I had to stop. So they did not clear the intersection before I got there. I was trying to find a potato delivery because that's one of the achievements. 5 potato deliveries, but there were no potatoes available. So I didn't realize that was going to be a problem. So what I'm doing is, so I had driven from Idaho Falls to Twin Falls because there's a Sunshine Corporation that produces potatoes. So I took the gamble that I would go there because what I read was that that's where you get your potatoes, and it has to be in a certain number of cities: Grangeville, Nampa, Pocatello, and Twin. So I don't see a police officer there, but I guess since I'm following, I'm good. So I just took a chance that I'd show up at Sunshine Corps and they'd have potatoes to deliver anywhere. It doesn't even matter where I take them. I just have to do 5 deliveries. So, and they didn't have any. So then I'm like, well, then I'm going to go to Boise to check on my garage. I don't have a lot of money. I have under $10,000 now because I decided to did not do this on video, but I went to a repair shop, and instead of repairing everything, which was not much, the worst thing was my tire wear was 5%, which is not much. But I went ahead and replaced everything, which included parts of my cab that had been just wear and tear. I don't know if that was like damage from crashes, but just wear and tear was down about 1 or 2%. So it cost me like $12,000 to replace. Do I just follow this guy here? I don't want to make a mistake. I'm nervous about that. So I'm down money for sure. So I wanted to pick up some money while I was going to my garage, and the best thing they had was this. It looked most interesting anyway, because it is definitely interesting. So I'm headed to Nampa, which overshoots Boise a little bit, but then I'll see if there's a quick delivery of something from Nampa into Boise, and if there's not, no big deal. I'll just drive to Boise to my garage. That's my goal. But I think while I'm in Nampa, Nampa is on the list of where they produce potatoes, so I will do a quick check. And if there is a potato run, I'll take that first. If there is not a potato run, I'll run to Boise and check in on my garage. So I have no idea what kind of upgrades you can do to a garage. I literally bought it and then took a loan out, bought this truck. Oh, that guy's going to pass me. Okay. And I haven't been back to the garage since, so I am looking forward to checking that out. So that's what I'm working on. So my first heavy duty delivery, try to deliver some potatoes for the first time and hit my garage. That is the plan. 40. So I wonder, I'm going to put it on my cruise control. I'm on the freeway and I am capped out at 40 miles an hour. So I assume that is obviously not the speed limit on the freeway, but I'm assuming they've capped me because of the size of this massive thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and cruise on cruise control. Follow this dude. Like I said, most of the freeway is relatively flat, but there are a few inclines, which we'll see what happens. I did upgrade. Another reason I'm low on money, I upgraded my engine to the 600 horsepower. So it's the best engine at my level 16 that I can install in this thing. So I've got the best I can have. I just don't know if it's enough. The good news is time flies. I'm already an hour 30, so it's halfway there already. So of the 3 hour trip, halfway. So time flies 20 times faster than real life. At least 20 times shorter. And the hill I'm thinking of is right around King Hill, and I think it's before you get to Mountain Home, and it's quite it can be quite an incline for something like this, I would think. Mountain Home 1 mile, so maybe this is the incline I'm thinking of. I think it is. So so far so good. I'm 39 miles an hour, still on cruise control. It only dropped 1 mile per hour going up this hill, so fantastic. But it's a long hill. Looks like she's handling it just fine. Yep, back to 40, so it's no problem. I'd like to do more of these unusual deliveries. Now I did. I've picked up just about every DLC there is for this game, and that includes heavy cargo. But it's only triggered in certain locations, and I can look that up if I wanted to really focus on it. But at this point, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go where I want to go, and if there is a heavy cargo or an interesting cargo, and if it fits into what I'm trying to do, I'll grab it. But for $11,000, I don't know. I think I'd be rather be going 75 miles an hour and making $28,000 delivering something small and easy. So it just seems like it's not a great payday for something so simple. Maybe partly that was just because it was only 3 hours away. All right, so this is the rest area. One of the last rest stops. Before you get to Boise, I should say. That truck really should wait for me. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, if I'm being escorted, yeah, that guy right there was holding him back until I got by. You don't want to stop momentum of this thing. I mean, once I get going up a hill, you need to let me go. So, happy about that. Oh, actually going 41 on cruise control up the hill. I think it's maybe flattened out just a little bit. Okay, we're getting close to Boise. This is the Whoa, careful there, buddy. Forget how wide this is. Broadway exit, which goes down to Boise State University and to downtown Boise. So that exit is coming right up. On the left here, we have the outlet mall. Ice skating rink is the main part of that. The outlet mall was a huge hit for a while. But then kind of lost popularity. So now there's not a lot of stores out there. You used to be able to go out there and get good deals. They'd have like a Nike outlet store, they would call it. So you'd get like deals on Nike. But, it's just the prices were never that much better. So you can just find sales in town or go online to Amazon. And when that whole thing took off, it really just kind of put the outlet mall almost out of business. There's not much out there. And it's way out. It's past the airport. So it's way out. From Boise, it's east, probably 5-10 miles from a lot of places. So we missed a couple streets. The airport, interesting. Airport, up on the left. Interesting, yeah. So we're not catching every street that there normally would be here. So I didn't see Vista. A lane change is coming. Anyway, but that's okay. Oh, we're already out in Meridian because that's Roaring Springs. So I'm supposed to be changing lanes here. Make sure I do this correctly. I don't want to... that's got to be all there is to it. We're going to get off... Wow, we are already in Nampa. So, okay. Yeah. There's the sugar beet factory. This is the all the auto mall. It's called the auto no, what's it called? Just let me focus here a little bit. It's where all the car dealerships are. And this part's pretty accurate, but there's a whole bunch more over there. We're almost there. So, yeah, this all, other than it not having all the dealerships, it's pretty close. We're going to be able to go right through this light. So far, so good. So I guess, $11,000 for a quick trip like this, easy trip like this, not a problem. So I see that was probably fair. And there's the Sunshine Court, by the way. That's where I'm going to check for potatoes while I'm here. So it all makes sense. Okay, we are turning. Oh, are we delivering it to Sunshine Court? I didn't catch that. Okay, tight corner. Police officer is going to get out of my way. Oof. See if I can not take out their mailbox. It's the best I can do. If the mailbox goes, it goes. Let's see how it looks over here. Oh yeah, no, not even close to the mailbox. So awesome. Okay, well, your huge technical whatever. Do I have to unhook it? What do I have to do here? Let's see what my map shows. Oh, okay. That was just... Oh. Yeah, I just have to park. That was just job check-in. I have to physically park it. Where do you want me to park it? There we go, right there. Bing! Okay. Dropping this bad boy off. That was a big job. But $11,312, 600 experience points. All right, thanks for joining me. Come drive with me again. But for now, Mr. Johns is out.